Okay, so it's been a few days since I did the last unboxing back in part 2, and if you missed any of the other parts, I'll leave links to those down in the description. But this time we're going to be opening up this box from Charlie over in Oregon, and I'm really excited about this one because it's something I've been wanting to get for a while. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Packing material. First thing is Troublesome truck number 6 from Bachmann, or the Troublesome oil tanker, I think is what they call it. Also got a large-scale manual turnout switch stand. And that's basically it. So we'll go ahead and take a closer look at what we have here. The first thing we'll take a look at is Troublesome truck number 6, and this isn't something Charlie gifted me. He just sent this along to have it decaled, and then I'm going to be sending it right back to him. But Bachmann announced this at NMRA back in 2019, and I believe it was about the middle of summer of this year that it finally started shipping to retailers. So a bit of a delay there. But as Bachmann calls this, Troublesome truck number 6, they also call it an oil tanker. And apparently this is based off of the one from Big World Big Adventures. And I'm a little disappointed about that because my biggest problem with this is that it's not a piece of Sodor stock. So why would you have it on your Thomas & Friends layout? Between the color and the face, just not a lot of this appeals to me. I mean, granted, I'm into large scale, so it really wouldn't matter. But I just feel like they could have done better basing the tanker off of the one from Toad Stands By, or even Journey Beyond Sodor. Even that one I think would be more appealing. But it honestly seems like when it comes to Troublesome truck number 6, when they were referencing what they wanted to do, they decided on a tanker and went to the wiki and picked the first thing they came to. But I don't know. I'm not saying that Troublesome truck number 6 is bad. I'm just saying it's something that just doesn't appeal to me. But apparently Troublesome truck number 6 is supposed to be female. I don't know if that's true or not. You guys can tell me down below. But I mean, granted, it's another piece of rolling stock that Bachmann's introduced into their Thomas & Friends line, and people have been requesting another Troublesome truck for a few years now. So here's what we got. Again, not something I'd care to have in my collection, but to the right modeler, I think it'd be something they'd like to have. The next thing that was in that box was this Bachmann large-scale manual turnout switch stand, and I've needed one of these for a while, which I'll talk about here in a bit. But you can see what's all included in this package, and going around to the back, there is information on this along with installation instructions, which I don't think I need to go over everything, so you can pause the video if need be and read this at your own leisure. Once again, though, we do have the whole California warning on the package. What is it with California? I mean, come on. Gonna go ahead and get this out of the package here. So everything's out of the box, and there's the switch stand along with what I'm calling the marker for it. If there's a technical term for that piece, you guys can tell me down in the comments. But I believe everything here is just for adjustment, pretty much to space the switch stand closer or further away from the track. But gonna go ahead and get my switch here and see how this looks. So this is the switch track I have, and it's a USA Trains 8-foot diameter turnout. And originally when I got this, it was electrically operated. It had the electric switch throw right here on the side. But I'm not really set up to run electric, so I want to try to keep all this manual. And I got rid of that unit, and for the past year now, I've just been doing it by hand like this, and I'd use a rubber band to pretty much keep the switch open or closed, but I want something a little better which is why I looked into these switch stands. And from the looks of things, it's not quite going to work the way it's set up at the moment. So I'd assume I'm going to have to add some extensions on and switch out this bar right here. And with the magic of video editing, the new switch stand is installed. Now, I was thinking of showing me putting all this together. However, I did show the instructions on the back of the box, so you should pretty much know how I did all that. But I did have to make a few changes, the first being this standoff rod here. I had to take the short one out and install the medium one. And I also had to add these spacers between the switch stand and the track. And apparently the USA Trains track, the ties are spaced a little further away than this is designed for. So you can see the join isn't exactly perfect. However, it does work, and the switch does throw. And the switch stand does click in place. So overall, I'm happy with that. Went ahead and installed this flag as well. And originally I was planning to have the switch stand a little closer, but looking at it now, I don't think that would have worked because some of my locos have quite a bit of overhang. I've just got James here at the moment, but if I bring him in and park him next to the switch stand there, you can see that he comes pretty close. And I'm not sure what it'll be like with the C19 and the Mogul I've got, so who knows, I may have to do more adjustment here and possibly install these spacers instead. So it's really great to finally have a switch stand on this turnout because it makes it a lot easier to operate. And I do have plans to get my hands on a few more of these switch stands, although that'll be after I acquire some more switches, which may not be for a while. These are, I think, about $90 a piece is the cheapest I've found them for. So yeah, kind of on the pricey side. But I do appreciate Charlie getting this switch stand for me, and I'm going to have some stuff going back to you here in the near future. First being some of these Woodland Scenics trees. I know you requested some of these for your layout, and I've got some spares sitting in the workshop, so those will be going your way. Also going to be throwing in a Christmas card, Polar Express of course, so that'll be going. And then also this Troublesome tanker, as soon as I get the decaling done on that, it'll be on its way back to you as well. And I'll probably be throwing in some other goodies, but I don't want to spoil all the surprises. And that pretty much wraps it up for this fan mail unboxing. I did not expect this video to drag out over 3 parts, but just the sheer amount of stuff everyone sent in, there was no way I was going to try to cram all that into an hour some long video and expect it to go anywhere. It wasn't going to happen. But I do want to thank Jacob in Louisiana, Daniel in the UK, Christian in New York, and Charlie in Oregon, again, for your contributions and continued support for the channel. It's really appreciated. And to the rest of you guys, as long as you continue to support and enjoy the content that I upload, I will continue bringing more content to YouTube. But I do have plans to get a few more videos out here before the end of this year, and hopefully you guys will look forward to that as well. But that's going to be it. I'm going to head off now. Again, thanks everyone for your continued support, and thanks to everyone I mentioned earlier for all the fan mail you sent in, and I will see you guys here shortly.